guess this was controversial depending on who
People
you
would
are.
describe it as controversial.
People, yeah, people would
Stupid people.
yeah, yeah. So, Kathy Griffin, is a stand-up comedian, and, I do there's I find myself going back and forth constantly of like, I thought that was funny. Oh, she's lost me completely. That was pretty funny. Uh, that was embarrassing. So one of the good things that we have going on with the apology here, I'm gonna throw it over to the presser that she did on the heels of this transgression and her lawyer that is standing up for her. You'll see them both at the podium together, but the lawyer explains who Kathy Griffin is better than I probably could. So we'll let the clip here do the talking.
Kathy is not only one of the funniest humans alive, she has been a bold advocate for women, the LGBT community, people of color, and veterans for many years, including numerous stand-up performances for the troops in Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, and Uzbekistan, places that many other entertainers were too scared to go. She is also the proud daughter of a vet.
Yeah, I bet the USO shows that she did were really popular. I think, half the audience probably volunteered for Hurt Locker duty when they heard that she
Yeah.
was the one coming to the show. They're like, any other assignments that I could, to pick up here would be welcome." But,
They're actively trying to become POWs.
they're all strapping targets to their chest and running out into, no man's land.
Well,
But,
at least her lawyer was doing a great job.
I kept
yeah.
screeching and screeching at him.
So I think some of the other things that maybe people, so Kathy Griffin, had this whole like my life on the D list, or like she was a D list celebrity that she kind of like kind of owned that for a long time as far as being known but fairly unpopular, I guess. The other thing that is kind of alluded to throughout this, but never, I don't think I have a lot of clips addressing it, was that she was working for CNN, I guess. Yeah, because it was like side by side with Anderson Cooper
That's
for
right.
like New Year's Eve. She was like kind of a mainstay, like color commentary person. And really, if you watched fucking the New Year's Eve show with Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper this year, you would be begging for Kathy Griffin to pop up and say something remotely interesting,
Yeah.
because these New Year's Eve shows are a fucking disgrace. If I could demand an apology from the world, it's that New Year's Eve shows are abysmal. So anyway, what are we actually talking about here? They had to do this press conference because she did a photo shoot. I think the thing to understand, I'm not sure if I addressed it or if it gets brought up in the clips here. This was on the heels of like a promotional shoot, right? She was working with a photographer. She works all the time. They were doing something for her latest stand up special or something like that. And they finished with that. And then they were like, oh, let's do something a little more controversial. And here's footage. Here's what all the hullabaloo is about.
Very good. Drop it.
Is this American Horror Story season 14?
Andy, which was the offensive head in that? I didn't know which one was the offensive part. So that's a Halloween mask covered in fake blood, and it's supposed to be Donald Trump's head or something like that. And it was just like a still image.
President Donald Trump.
At the time, President Donald Trump, yes. So she doesn't like Donald Trump, and she thought that she would hold up a severed head. And we'll get to like kind of more of her
She wanted to
expression.
exercise her First Amendment rights.
Right. So she's an artist. These are images. You have the right to say and express your opinions however you want in this country. And she did that. And this is how she chose to express her opinion. Shockingly, people had a problem with that. the same people that stormed the Capitol on January 6th
The
also did it
same
for this expression. And so
the
Kath
same people that hate Lil Nas X's new single.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But so I hope everybody I hope you guys didn't eat recently, because here's Kathy's apology.
Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy Griffin.
Ah!
I sincerely apologize. I am just now seeing the reaction of these images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I moved the line, then I cross it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I asked your forgiveness, taking down the image, going to ask the photographer to take down the image, and I beg for your forgiveness. I went too far. I made a mistake and I was wrong.
So that's how you do it, Ariana Grande. You don't sit and you don't do a Louis episode in black and white with yourself backlit. You just go on for under 30 seconds and be like, "Oh, I get it. I fucked up. Sorry."
Yeah.
Um
You cosplay as Emo Phillips.
you go, "My Floby broke down and I decided to do an apology after this." So she goes, "Yeah, it wasn't funny." Yeah, we know you're Kathy Griffin, okay? And second, we can tell by the look on your face it wasn't supposed to be funny. She's just like this dour look in her face. "Ah, I'm gonna kill President Trump." Yeah, it wasn't funny. It wasn't meant to be funny. It was
Yeah.
a comment on
Political,
society or
yeah,
whatever.
political
It
commentary.
was a political statement, not a funny joke, So we're kind of conflating artistic expressions here. That's one of the things. Is just like when you're a comedian, you're supposed to have a bit of carte blanche and space to express new and controversial ideas. You can't be like, I'm going to do all of this political shit. The problem is you're supposed to be funny and you tried to do something that's not funny. And so then you're going to get taken to task about it by somebody, Donald Trump, who doesn't let anything go. Really.
No. Yeah.
It's just also an exercise in pick your enemies more carefully sometimes or whatever. But if you're going to stand up and shout, then you're going to get shouted back at. Other people might be like, or you might say, maybe this wasn't what she was going for in clip 4. Is this a misunderstanding?
Right?
We're going to go to, we have to move to Mexico today because we're going to go to prison, federal prison.
Yeah.
Call your dad, apologize, but let's, you, me, and Daryl just go to
Right.
Mexico today. Because we're not surviving this, okay?
Look at this.
So fully intentional, right? This wasn't a misunderstanding. This is mission accomplished. This is what they intended to do. And now they're like all like shocked and surprised that they're getting the response. This is like, well, I drank a 40 ounce of Schlitz and ate a half gallon of ice cream. What's with all the diarrhea? Like,